Looks like oh, more debris there. There we go. All right. Looks like we've got the lineup set. Sam Lure is going to be a scratch due to, looks like he shucked a drive shaft. So again, I'm going to give you the lineup now one more time. It'll be the 6T of Michael Taylor, the 15 of Eddie Knowles. I like to call him Bigfoot. Starting inside, our only pure stock lady driver tonight, that is Ashley Mueller. Ashley Mueller in the 14 M2. Starting outside of him in the 15E, that's Ed Knowles. That's Eddie Knowles' father. Like I was saying, I don't know that I've ever had a race where I've had two father and son in them. All right, the lineup is correct. We will go one to go this time by. Caution light is out. Michael Taylor, last 2 weeks ago here at Valley Speedway, picking up first win in the pure stock division. Leads them off into the Rops Trucking start zone. The green flag flies, green flag flies. Michael Taylor, Eddie Knoll, Cody Owenberg. That is your top four. Spencer Reif in fifth and Chris Reif in sixth. Ed Knoll working the bottom. Michael Knoll working the top. As we've got Spencer Reif going from fifth to third that time by. Spencer Reif, Eddie Knoll, Cody Owenberg, Spencer Reif. That is your top four. And we got a pass for the lead. Ed Knoll in the 15 machine getting around Michael Taylor. Spencer Reif. Oh, can't save it. Going around. Going to work through the pit area there, a little wet. Come back out on the racetrack. We will stay clean and green. Something awry on that 15E machine of Ed E. Knowles Jr. as your top three. Ed Knowles, Michael Taylor, Chris Reif, Eddie Knowles, Cody Owenberg Jr. White flag next time by for that leader, Ed Knowles. Out to about a straightaway lead over Michael Taylor. Spencer Reif in third. Chris Reif in third. Eddie Knoll in fourth. And your winner of your first pure stock heat race this evening, Ed Knowles. Second, Mike Taylor. Third, Chris Reif. Fourth, Eddie Knoll. And fifth, Cody Owenberg. That will complete your pure stock heat races this evening. We're going to have mod lights up next, IMCA mod lights. Coming down the front stretch there in the 04 machine, that is Zach Christopher. Zach Christopher. Actually, that is Jeff Rafferty. The 04 behind him is Christopher, Zach Christopher. All right, we'll get them racked and stacked here. The lineup will go like this. Jeff Rafferty in the 98 machine starts on the pole. Outside of him in the 84 machine, that is Joe Gunn. Starting second row inside, that's Zach Christopher in the 04. Outside of him in the 3 machine, that is Nathan Wolf. Nathan Wolf in the 3 machine. Starting third row inside in the 34 machine, that is Tyler Farrell. Tyler Farrell starting outside of him in the 41 machine, that is Michael Rafferty. Starting inside of the row 4, that is the 75 machine of Justin Rafferty. And starting outside of him, 4-time IMCA national champion, that is Dylan Rafferty in the 46 machine. Safety lights are out. We'll go green flag this time by as Jeff Rafferty takes them on down into 3 and 4 into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Jeff Rafferty, Tyler Farrell, Justin Rafferty working underneath Zach Christopher for that 4th place position. Dylan Rafferty in 7th. Working that bottom line around Zach Christopher. Tyler Farrell pulling up the rear bumper of that leader, Jeff Rafferty. Nathan Wolf, Justin Rafferty working the high side. The 46 machine is Dylan Rafferty working the low line through 3 and 4. Could throw a blanket over that top 5. Nathan Wolf bobbles a little bit, shoves Justin Rafferty up over the cush just a little bit. Jeff Rafferty got some heavy shooters right on his tail bumper there. Able to hold him off maybe this time by. Yes, he is. As Tyler Farrell goes to the outside, trying to get around that. Jeff Rafferty works to the bottom. If we got Dylan Rafferty on the outside, we got a challenge for the lead. Tyler Farrell gets around Jeff Rafferty. Dylan Rafferty, yep, 2 for 1. 2 for 1 that time by. Dylan Rafferty will lead that lap. Dylan Rafferty. Tyler Farrell, Michael Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Justin Rafferty. That is your top 5. One to go this time by. One to go this time by for Dylan Rafferty. Tyler Farrell, Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty. Farrell, the only Rafferty not in the top 5. As we go, winner of our IMCA Mod Light Division, Dylan Rafferty. In P2, that would be Tyler Farrell, Michael Rafferty. That is your top 3. Up next will be our USRA B-mod division. Tonight, having 12 cars checked in, we'll have 2 heat races. Pulling onto the racetrack right now in the Northland Ready Mix number 51. That is high flying Mike Ryan. Beside him, out of Kansas City, Kansas, that is Terry Bruner. Starting third tonight, that is Cole Hampton, our first winner of the 25 season here at Valley Speedway. In the 75 machine, last year's Rookie of the Year, that is Jackson Simmons. I like to call him the young gun, Jackson Simmons. Out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, in the 36 machine, that is Travis Alexander. And starting tail back, that is out of Odessa, Missouri, that is Craig Maple. All right, the safety lights are on. We're going to go ahead and get these cars stacked up here. Again, starting on the pole, out of Kansas City, Missouri, in the Northland Ready Mix, Weir's Farms, number 51, that is high flying Mike Ryan. Outside of him, that is Terry Bruner out of Kansas City, Kansas, starting second row inside in the 2 machine, that is Cole Hampton, our only winner of the 2025 season. Starting out aside of him, the young gun, 75, Jack Simmons. Starting tailback in the 36 machine, Travis Alexander, and the 13M of Craig Maple. Green flag will fly, green flag will fly this time by high flying Mike Ryan, Cole Hampton, Terry Bruner. That is your top 3. First time around. High flying Mike Ryan working that high line. We got a challenge for the lead this time by as Cole Hampton pulled right to the rear bumper of high flying Mike Ryan. Got a challenge for the lead side by side at the flag stand. Cole Ryan will lead that lap. Mike Ryan, Cole Hampton. Cole Hampton trying everything he can to get around that 51 machine of Mike Ryan. Terry Bruner in third. Travis Alexander fourth. That is your top 4. As we've got four laps down. We are halfway home in this 8-lap heat race event. High flying Mike Ryan. Cole Hampton, Terry Bruner, Travis Alexander, Jackson Simmons. That is your top 4. Mike Ryan able to pull out to a little bit of a lead there. Cole Hampton able to pull back within about a car and a half, trying to work everything he can to get back to that 51 machine, but he might be running out of time as we are 7 down this time by, Checkered flag will fly this time. Your heat race winner, that is high flying Mike Ryan. Cole Hampton second. Travis Alexander third. Terry Bruner, Jackson Simmons, Craig Maple. That is your running lineup. Next heat to pull on the racetrack will be the 21 of Mark Smith. The 21 of Mark Smith. And I believe he's in the Everhart racing machine tonight. Outside of him, that's Jeff Jeff Jackson out of Liberty, Missouri in the 81-ish machine. Starting second row inside out of Independence, Missouri. That is the 75 of Sebastian Wolfenberger. That's the 7X, excuse me, the 7J of, and we've got a problem on the Jason Inslee machine, the 75L, not being able to get that thing up to speed. Your lineup again will be in that 21 machine. That'll be Mark Smith. Starting outside of him, that is all right. We'll get these guys racked up 2 by 2 by 2. Again, the lineup will be the 21 of Mark Smith, in his outside, the 81-ish of Jeff Jackson. Starting inside of second row in the 75, that is Sebastian Wolfenberger. Starting outside of him in the 7J, that is Jake Richards. Last year's USRA B-mod champion here at Valley Speedway in the 81 machine of Austin Charles. And starting tailback this evening in the 75A, that is Jason Inslee. 8 laps. The distance in this heat race as Mark Smith leads him off into 3 into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Mark Smith, Wolfenberg, Richards. That is your top 3 as we've got 1 down. 7 to go. Got a challenge for the lead between Smith and Wolfenberger. Wolfenberger to the bottom. Smith crosses across the nose. We've got him. White Castle served there. Didn't quite work. As we've got Smith, Wolfenberg, Austin Charles, Jake Richards. Jake making the high line work. Got him 2 wide as we've got 1 off the racetrack. Caution will fly. Caution will fly. Doggone. Bad luck for Jake Richards as he had found a lane there on the top side. What a heat race we've got going on here for folks. You could have thrown a blanket over that top 4. But we will go to the last completed lap, unfortunately. Jake went from 3rd, 4th to the lead there. Going to have to step back, unfortunately. Yep, 1 caution rule in the race. Jason Inslee in that 75 machine will have to take her back to the pit area, work on that machine, bring her back out for the feature this evening. 1 to go at the flags down, 3 down, 5 to go. But if the first 3 were an indication of how the last 5 will be, boy, she's going to be something. Racetrack's got a lot of moisture in it from the rain we had this week. Looks like he can run just about anywhere, bottom and or top, as Mark Smith in that 21 machine leads him off into the Rops Trucking restart zone. Green flag will fly, green flag will fly, this time by. Jake Richards makes a pass up into third from fourth over Austin Charles, working that bottom line. Austin Charles slips back to fourth. You've got a challenge for the lead is Wolfenberger working the bottom line under Smith. We've got him 2 wide coming out of 4. Leading that lap will be Mark Smith as we've got 3 to 5. We've got it crossed up there. Wolfenberger, Richards working that high line as Wolfenberger pushes up the racetrack, comes down across. Jake Richards back to fourth from third. What a heat race we've got brewing here. As we've got 6 down, 7 to go. As Richard works the bottom line, gets up to third. Wolfenberg battles back down on the bottom line there. Smith able to hold him off. Smith, Austin Charles, Jake Richards. That is your top 3. Wow, wow, wow. That was a great heat race, fans. Great heat race. That will conclude our heat races for the evening. Race Command's telling me we're going to start the features at 7:15. I've got a little something we're going to do down on the front stretch here in just a little bit. Make sure you make it down to the Valley Trackside Concessions. And looky there, pulling on the racetrack. He's only fast in a bus as far as I'm concerned. That's Jeff Rafferty, our bus truck driver. He's going to come out and get our kids. Kids line up there at the flag stand, and we'll get you guys some bus rides around the racetrack. Check that out. I'm going to turn on a little bit of music and grab a bite to eat as my belly is growling. Make sure you get down and see Miss Paula down at the beer garden. Get you a adult soda. Make sure if you are, though, that you have a designated driver, as we want you to make it home safe. And back here next week, I'll see you down here trackside in just a few minutes.
Can you hear me now?
All right, Valley fans, trying something a little new this year with our USRA B-mods. As we know, they line up via passing points, but we're doing a redraw on the top 4 competitors. So that'll determine their starting position for our redraw. So most in passing points was the 81 of Austin Charles. Yep, Austin's going to call out a fan, draw for him, grab somebody quick. Just grab anybody. Grab Skip. Hey, Skip, draw a card, Skip. Yep, draw a card. Austin Charles starting 4th. Austin Charles will be starting 4th. Cole Hampton, you were 2nd. Outside pole for Cole Hampton. The last 2 were the 51 of Mike Ryan. Mike's not up here, so I'm going to draw for Mike. You're not. Yes. Mike Ryan will be starting on the pole, and the 51 drew the ace. And 21 of Smith will be your 4th, and he is starting 3rd in our redraw. So thank you guys. We're going to work on this, get it better, I promise. But thank you again for coming out. Yep. Then last, guys, we've got some birthdays in the house. Where are my kids? Anybody know where my kids are at? They're on the bus. Are you getting ready to start or are you getting ready to leave? How you doing? Anyway, I got Bruce, Karen, Keegan, John, Michelle, Daniel, Eric, and John. I think that's another John with the spelling there, a little hard, and Katie. So let's sing happy birthday to our people here this month. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to sing, so you guys just plug your ears now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Valley Race fans. Happy birthday to you. This was one of the things we came up with. If you guys remember last year, we lost Ashley Trout with her battle of cancer, and it was one of her things that she really liked to do was celebrate birthdays. So every month we'll be doing this, celebrating some birthdays. Thank you again. Enjoy the intermission. We're going to have one little set of hot laps for a guy that didn't make it here on time tonight after this bus ride, and then at 7:15 we'll be starting our first features of the evening. Test, test, test. You want? Test, test, test. I can't. I need somebody to tell me that I can hear me. Test, test, test. Can you hear me out there? Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Did you? Well, here, let's. Test, test, test. All right, Valley fans. Want to apologize for the delay, but we're having some technical difficulties up here. A little Wi-Fi problem. Sure that nobody's ever had one of those, but again, we'll be getting started here in just a few minutes. So make sure you get down to the Valley Trackside Concession or see Miss Paula down at the beer garden, as we'll be getting fired off here in just a few minutes as we get our lineups correct. And we are ready to go. Race Command just came out and said we are ready to go. Again, make
copy the race saver. Can hear on the race saver.
Brochures, as I'll be calling off I'll be calling us thank you. I'll be calling off some winners on our programs here just a little later, along with our 50-50. So don't hesitate. Make sure you still get that, as it still is open, as the Show Me Vintage cars are lined up. We're going to be going 20 laps tonight in our vintage class. The lineup will go something like, well, I don't have it yet. All right, Valley fans, pulling on the racetrack is our Show Me Vintage. Starting on the pole in the 113, that is your Jim Thorne. Starting outside of him in the 58, that is Beth Martin. Our heat race winner of our first heat race this evening was Brian Moore. He is in the 9D, starting second. Starting outside him in the 88, that is Daniel Smith. Starting inside, third row in the 3 machine, that is Ed Neal in the 57 Chevy, painted like Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car. Starting outside him in the 14, that is Mickey Cook. Outside of him in the 2, that is Brian Cook. All right,
drivers, next time by we'll give you the 1 to go. Next time by we'll give you 1 to go.
Martin out of Independence, Missouri, starting at the 18, that is your second heat race winner. That was Evinger in the 18 machine. Owen Evinger, starting outside of him in the 00K, that is Don Mars. Starting.
All right, drivers, this will be a 15-lap feature event, 15 laps. We'll go 1 to go at the flag stand. We'll give you the 1 to go at the flag stand.
4 machine. Starting outside of him, that is Ainsley Ashworth. Give them a wave as they go by. This is our wave lap. Green flag this time by. Next time by will be a green flag lap. Green flag will fly. Green flag will fly. Jim Thorne leads them off into 1 and 2. Beth Martin in second. Oh, we got one around. The 2 of Cook.
Yellow's on, drivers, yellow's on.
On the racetrack, caution on the racetrack for the 2 minutes.
Complete restart, drivers, be a complete restart.
looks like we're going to have a complete restart. Got a flat tire on the left front of the 2B machine.
We'll shut them off. We'll go green flag this time. We're going to go green flag this time.
We'll go green flag this time by. The 74 of Rodney Ainsworth is a scratch, as we'll go green flag this time by. Jim Thorne leads them off down into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Jim Thorne, Beth Martin, the 9D, good run. Evinger in that 18 machine, the winner of your, oh, we got one around Don Martin and the 00.
Okay, drivers, yellow's on, yellow's on.
Did not complete that lap, so we will.
All right, 00 go tail back. We'll do a complete restart.
Complete restart again. Hopefully we can get this thing on.
Line them up just like you brought them out. All right, guys, we'll shut the lights out. We'll go green flag this time. Lights out, green flag this time.
All right, we're going to try her one more time. We've got them racked and stacked 2 by 2 by 2. Jim Thorne, Beth Martin leads them off into the Rob's Trucking start zone. Green flag will fly this time by. Green flag will fly this time by. Beth Martin, Jim Thorne. Beth get a much better start this time around. Jim Thorne gets a great drive as he's got that car on 100% kill tonight. 100% dig. Evinger coming through. Watch that 18 machine. Extremely fast in the heat race as we start getting thinned out here just a little bit. Evinger up to making a challenge for that third place position over Neal. Working the high line, Neal working the bottom line. Thorne out front. More. Oh, gets a little crossed up. Neal gets a little sideways. Lets Eckenberg get around him for that third place position. Thorne. Moyer. Evinger, Eckleberry, that is your top 4. As we've got battles going out throughout the racetrack here, as we get into some lap traffic of that one machine of Angel Ashworth in that one machine. Get a battle for that 1, 2, and 3 between Thorne, Moyer, and Evinger. Got a battle for that second place machine beside him. Eckenberg right there with him. Great race here tonight in our Show Me Vintage class. Thorne going to be able to hold them off. We're going to see here as we go, as we're halfway down. in this 15 lap Show Me Vintage. Getting ready to have a challenge for the lead as Ebinger has gotten around the 9D machine of Moyer. Ebinger working that bottom line. Thorne working that top line. We've got them side by side. We've got a battle for the lead. Ebinger able to pull down there on that bottom side. Gets 100% dig and able to take over that first place position. Getting into some lap traffic as we go by. Owen Ebinger out of Odessa, Missouri, taking over the lead over Jim Thorne. Moyer, Eckelberg, Neal, that is your top five. Leader is coming. As I see the flagman get his white flag out, we're going to have one to go this time by. One to go this time by for Owen Ebinger. Ebinger working that high line, getting around Beth Martin, Jim Owens, Myers, and Eckelberg. And your winner of your first heat race for your Show Me Vintage is the 18 of Owen Ebinger. How about it, fans? Pulling into victory lane in that 18 machine. Let him get his helmet off. Climb out of that race car. Looks like about a 70 Chevelle. Maybe a Nova. Thank you. Coming out of that car, guys. Owen Ebinger. All right, Owen. Hey, so is it a Nova or Chevelle?
Nova.
A Nova. What year?
70 Nova.
70 Nova. How long you been racing with the Show Me Vintage class?
Just this year. I just started this year. I tried to put it together last year, and I got one race, and then blew a motor, and never made it back out.
Well, you got to be pretty happy to be parked in Victory Lane first night out this year.
Yeah, second night out. Yep. Car was really good. Track was fast.
Track was very fast. A lot hammer down, heavy.
Yeah, it was a lot of traction.
Yeah, who do you got to thank to get you up and down the road here?
My parents, my mom and dad, they helped me a lot. My son Blake, he's going to be in the E-mods tonight, and just my family, my wife, kids, everything.
All right. Well, congratulations one more time. Fans, let's let him hear it one more time. Owen Ebinger. All right, Valley fans. Up next will be our Valley MO division. Starting on the pole in the 51C, that is Cole Ryan. Cole Ryan in the 51Cs. Weirs Farms 51C of Cole Ryan. Won last year here twice. Fast Lane Engines, Double R Racing. Outside of him, last year's track champion here in the wholesale battery, CNCR race or roofing.
All right, drivers, this will be a 20-lap feature event, 20 laps. We'll give you the one to go at the flag stand. This will be your wave lap.
Starting inside second row, that is Race Martin. Race Martin in that Slayer chassis number 75. Outside of him, Ashley Pyburn. Ashley Pyburn, that fast ass Show Me Synthetics. All
right, drivers, safety lights out. We will go green flag racing this time, 20 laps. Here we go.
Upco Pet Supply, 75B of Brandon Royce. Starting outside of him, Nick Dangerfield in his first E-mod race of the season. And starting dead last in that 18 machine, that's Blake Evans as they start into the restart zone. And oh no, something went awry on the 51 machine.
All right, yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on. Let's try that again.
That 51 did not take off. Don't know what happened there as Cole Ryan pulls to the outside off the racetrack. Something awry on that 51 machine. That could have been a lot worse than it was. Thank goodness everybody stayed clean and off each other as they refired. All right, here we go. Have to do a little bit of re-lineup. $51 is in the hot.
All right, we got a car in the hot pit, so stand by, driver, stand by. We'll see if we can get that car back out here.
See if we can get that thing fixed and back out on the racetrack here. Race Martin in the 75.
All right, drivers coming around this time. You're going to get the one to go, drivers. Coming around this time, we get one to go.
From the one to go this time by as Cole Ryan still thrashing on that car, seeing if they can get it to put back together. Don't know what quite happened there. Oh, he looks like the 51. All
right, 51, hold right there, 51. You catch the tail, 51. Hold right there and you catch the tail. We're going to green flag this time. Yellow's going to come back on. Yellow's going to come back on. We'll go one to go this time.
We get these cars stacked on.
All right, drivers, one to go this time, one to go this time.
All right, lineup is correct. We'll one to go this time by.
All right, drivers, safety lights out. Let's have a good start this time. Nice, even start.
All right. Flagman's waiting to see, keep them nice and tight. Lined up, green flag flies, green flag flies. Race Martin leads them off into 1 and 2. Oh no! Whoa! Wow, that could have been bad. Caution on the.
All right, yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on.
spinning in front of the field there as we will have...
Car spun on the bottom of 2, car spun on the bottom of 2. Be a complete restart, drivers, complete restart.
Boy, oh boy, was that a close one. Some great...
All right, there's an official down in 1 and 2 getting some debris picked up, drivers. Next time by, we'll go to the 1 to go. Next time by, we're going to go 1 to go.
That 18 machine of Evinger, thank goodness we were able to avoid a big old pile up there.
Officials back out on the track in 1 getting some more debris. Officials are down on the track getting some more debris.
Turn 1, we want to get that debris off the racetrack, make sure it's good and safe for these race car drivers. We're going to stop the 18 and see if we can get that little bit of debris off of his car so we don't have another caution in this race.
Team 18, stop on the front straight, see if we can pull this debris off your car. 18, watch for the official because that's going to fall off. All right, 27K, come on out and catch the tail, 27K. Come on out and catch the tail.
A late arrival here at 27 machine.
All right, driver, safety lights down. Here we go.
Brad Richardson leads him off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Race Martin, Brad Richardson, Ashley Pyburn as they hustle on through 1 and 2. Preferred line right now is the high line. as we've got 3 down this time by 17 to go. As we've got one pulled off the racetrack there, the 18 machine of Blake Evinger pulled off the racetrack. Something awry on that car. Getting ready to be a battle for that second and third place position between Brad Richardson and Ashley Pyburn, as Ashley has pulled up the rear bumper of that race car of Brad Richardson's. Race Martin checked out to about a 10-car lead. Race Martin going to get into some lap traffic here with that 27K machine as he turns it down the racetrack there, see if he holds him off. Nope, he's able to get right by him there. Able to swow that thing up. Ashley Pyburn slides back about 2.5 car lengths. Brad Richardson getting ready to get into some lap traffic here. As a 27 machine, oh no! Ashley Pyburn went on a tilt-a-whirl ride.
All right, drivers, yellow's on.
One way. The 41 of Ashley, Fast Ash Pyburn, bringing out the caution. 8 down, 12 to go. 8 scored in this 20-lap A-feature event for our Valley E-mods here at Valley Speedway. Ashley Pyburn going on a little bit of a tilt-a-whirl ride there. Facing wrong way in a one-way. Able to get that car refired. Going to have to join the tail.
All right, lap car goes,
race.
All right, lap car will go to the tail, so it'll be 75, 32, 41, 51, 75B, 13 junior, and then 27K is the lineup.
But that way we can help line them up.
41 will also have to go to the tail for the caution.
18E of Blake Evinger pulls.
So 75,
winning that
32.
A feature of the evening. Owen Evinger.
All right, 13K will go up on the outside of the white 75. 13K up on the outside of the white 75, and then 41's inside and 27's at the tail.
Getting them lined up here.
'75 goes outside of 75B. All right, safety lights are going out. We're going green flag this time. 7 down, 20 schedule. We're going green this time.
By. Race Martin leads them off through 1 and 2. Race Martin. Brad Richardson. Cole Ryan working his way back up after that first start. Having a little bit of problem there on that race car. Able to get it fixed back up. Got a little bit of a push there. Slips back about 2.5 car lengths as Race Martin, Brad Richardson, Cole Ryan, Brandon Royce. That is your top 4 as Ashley Pyburn is recovered after that spin into 5th. Brandon Royce pushes up the racetrack. Ashley Pyburn on the bottom side. We've got him 2 wide going down the front stretch. Ashley Pyburn to 4th over Braden Royce. Braden Royce. Race Martin, Brad Richardson, Cole Ryan. About 4 to 5 car lengths per se as we are halfway down. We've got 10 down, 10 to go, 10 down, 10 to go in this Valley E-mod heat race of the evening. Race Martin, Brad Richardson, Cole Ryan. Within about 0.3 of a second each lap between the 3 of them, as Race Martin probably next lap by is going to get into some lap traffic as we've got 12 down, 8 to go, 12 down, 8 to go. Race Martin getting ready to get up into some lap traffic as he passes the 27 machine. Dangerfield running that preferred line. Race Martin able to get around him, put a couple lap cars in between him and Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson working the low line, able to get around that lap. Traffic pushes up the racetrack just a little bit. We got them side by side at the flag stand. Cole Ryan in third. Right now we've got 16 down, 4 to go. 16 down, 4 to go. Make that 17 down, 3 to go. 17 down, 3 to go. Race Martin out to a 3.75 as Braden Royce gets crossed up there, spins out. We're going to stay clean and green as we've got 1 to go this time by. 1 to go this time by. Race Martin out to a 4.383 lead. Checkered will fly this time by for Race Martin. Brad Richardson in second. Cole Ryan in third. Ashley Pyburn. That'll be your top four. Your top four. Getting his helmet off. His safety equipment. Coming out of the race car. Give it up to him, fans. Race Martin. Race Martin, your Valley E-mod winner of the night. I think we've got half of Independence here to get in the picture. All right, race. Come on up here, race. You know, come from a long line of racers. Grandpa, Dad, you, cousins. I mean, there's a whole bunch. Everybody knows the Martin name. And you've been picking them up, putting them down here pretty good here lately. I mean, ran second last week or 2 weeks ago here? Ran third here, but had, 4 wins last year, I think. So first win in 2025. Tell us how it is. And then I also seen a guy that I didn't think I'd ever see again, your uncle there. You know, he's been hanging out down in Florida all year, and now he's back to watch you park at Victory Lane.
Yeah, I'm glad he made it out. He just got back in town not too long ago, and he's a big part in all this racing stuff that we do. Helps everybody out.
Yeah, I know that's him on the side there for sure. Who do you have to think to get you up and down the road every week?
Cameron Grindstaff Racing, Elite Science Plus, my cousin Gunner. RPM Motorsports is me and my dad. And then my grandpa, my stepmom, everybody that just helps me on this every day.
What's the plans for the rest of the season this year?
Keep winning.
Well, you know, I'm just happy you're starting to talk more.
Yeah, I'm excited right now. That's why.
Last year, I was worried you were going to do the whole Ricky Bobby, where do I put my hands? Don't know what to do with my hands. Hey, Valley fans, give it up one more time. Race Martin, your feature winner of the night in your Valley E-mod division. Valley fans, if you got a red ticket, one of the 50-50 tickets, I'm going to draw that right now. And that number is 005104.
All right, pure stock, you can start rolling. Pure stock, you can start rolling.
104 to win $41. $41. Come down and see Evelyn right here behind the flagman, and she'll get you taken care of under the tower. Let me get back up here so I can call this race. All right, Valley fans on the racetrack.
All right, drive. This will be a 20-lap feature event. 20 laps. We'll give you the one to go at the flag stand, one to go at the flag stand. So you're looking at
A1 Trading Post, Pure Stock Division. Starting on the pole in that 15E machine, that is Ed Knoll. Starting outside of him, doing some guest driving tonight, that is Chris Reif. Chris Reif in the Levi Cox A1 Trading Post 117. Starting inside third row in that 6T machine, that is Michael Taylor, last week's feature winner. Starting outside of him, last year's champion, Cody Olenberg, as we're going to go green flag this time by. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Michael Taylor, Cody Olenberg, Spencer Reif. That is a great race on the racetrack right now. For that third, fourth, and fifth place position as we've got one lap down. 1 to go. Or excuse me, 19 to go in this 20 lap. A feature event. Ed Knowles checking out to about a half a straightaway lead here over Chris Reif, Cody Olenberg, Michael Taylor, Spencer Reif. That second, third, fourth, and fifth place position, you could put a blanket over the top of them. As we've got them 2 by 2 going down the back stretch. Spencer Reif, or Chris Reif, Michael Taylor. We've got them 4 wide at the flag stand. 3 deep and sell them cheap as we got them. Whoa, no, we got them down together. Chris Reif,
yellow's on.
as Chris Reif or Michael Taylor had made a little bit of a move up the racetrack. Spencer Reif was there. They collect. Ed Knowles did not want to see that as he had almost a 4-second lead. See if we can get these cars refired. Join the racetrack as we've got caution on the racetrack. Looks like we may have a flat tire on the 6T machine of Michael Taylor. See if he's going to head off to the hot pit. Yep, he is. He's going to run to the hot pit. I see guys scrambling, trying to make it back. That's last week's feature winner, Michael Taylor. Just shake it at him. Race Command is saying that that was the 14 of...
Caution's going to be on the 14. Caution's on the 14 for that. 14, you're going to have to go tail back.
The 6T that then caused that to spin.
All right, so the top three is 1587 and then 117.
Race Command's talking at them now.
So let's give them single file so I can line it up. 117 up to the second spot.
Rear fixed.
So it's 15, 117, 7.
We try to get these all worked out, lined up. Looks like there might be a little bit of...
All right, put them single file so I can get you lined up. Single file. 14, the caution call is on you by at least 2 officials. 14, you're going to have to go tail back for start with caution.
All right, looks like we've got...
So the top three is 15, 117, and then number 7. No, leave them single file, driver, single file until I tell you to double up. All right, 6, you'll have to start tailback for going to the hot pit. All right, 117, show me in or out on the restart 117. 117's out, 7's in, 15 is in. 14, the other 14 M2 out.
Spencer Rife takes the inside.
We're going to shut them off, we're going to go green flag.
Chris Rife driving the 117 for...
Drivers, lights out, 4 down, 20 schedule, we're going to go green flag this time.
Reading post 117 machine. Ed Knoll, Ed Knoll, going to lead him off into the Rob's trucking start zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Spencer Rife able to get around that 117 up into second. As Michael Taylor able to get beside Eddie Knowles in that 15 machine, able to get by as Chris Rife bobbles there just a little bit. It allows Michael Taylor to dive bombing in. Little slide job, little White Castle served up. Able to get around him. Ed Knoll working that high line to perfection. Spencer Rife following that same line. Spencer Rife, Michael Taylor able to battle up from the tail up into third. Got that 6T on 100% dig tonight. Trying to run them back down as Ed Knoll pulls that lead out just a little bit there. Almost 3 seconds. We've got 9 down. This will make it 10 down. 10 down, 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to go. Is Ed Knoll going to get himself into some lap traffic? See if he may has a little bit of a challenge there. Got a battle shaping up on the racetrack between the 117 and the 14 of Cody Owenberg. Look, oh, we got them hooked together. The 14 and the 117. Spencer Rife able to battle back there on the outside. Oh, they get together again. Ed Knowles out to a little over a 4.5 second lead over that second place of Spencer Rife. Michael Taylor doing everything he can to run down that second place position. He's in third, but he wants that P2 spot. Working that high line as the racetrack has really got some grip tonight. Your leader battling through some lap traffic, getting underneath his son there, driving back down underneath him. Getting ready to lap up to 5th place. Ed Knoll in that 15 machine. Battling with Chris Rife as we've got 16 down, 17 down. 17 down, 3 to go. 17 down, 3 to go. Got that 15 machine just cruising right now to drive that thing just about anywhere he wants. Spencer Rife in second. Did cut that lead down by about a half second. Getting caught up there a little bit in lap traffic. As we're going to go white flag this time by. White flag this time by for Ed Knoll. Spencer Rife in second. Michael Taylor in third. That is your top 3 as the checkered will fly this time by Ed Knoll, Spencer Rife, Michael Taylor, Cody Owenberg, and Chris Rife. That will be your top 5. Lit a great race that was.
All right, drivers, that will be a complete race, drivers, complete race. Good job, everybody.
Getting that safety gear off. Son pulled back here in the back, going to jump out. 14-year-old young man that is dipping his toes in some stock car racing this year also, besides the pure stock. Going to get out and congratulate his dad. If it gets any bigger, I don't know if they're going to have racing shoes for him. But one of the finest young men. If you get a chance after the races, get down and meet this family. Great people. Been around the racing community forever. Fans, as the big guy gets ready to climb out of the truck, let's let him hear it one more time. Ed Knoll. Running late tonight. His wife texted me, said, hey, make sure you save a spot for us. We're coming, we're just running late. So go ahead and get you a picture first there. All right, Ed. How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. Racetrack definitely suited you.
Yeah, no, I like it like that. Nice and smooth and very few little cautions. So yeah, we're real happy. Fine. It's Lakeside last year, and then Eddie practiced in it last Sunday, couple Sundays. It's been sitting on the top of that trailer up there, and he's been using a parts car.
Well, evidently it's working. I mean, you put some parts back on it, evidently, and got it out here, and you were out to a 4-second lead there at one time.
Well, I'm an old man. I've been doing it for a little while, but I'll probably put my son in this car. But we're dealing with issues on that one, so until I get that one ironed up, maybe I'll put Eddie in this one next week and let him have a good time. So.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, you guys have been battling issues with the other 15 for a couple weeks now.
It has been, yeah. So I'm going to get to the bottom of that right away. So.
I hear you. I got to see one thing. Is it really say donut? Doughboy team. Yeah. Did your wife? Can I come get on there? Sure. I'm all about it. You get me a shirt, I'll wear the doggone thing.
You got you. Thank you very much. God bless everybody, and I'm glad for all the fans here tonight, and sure appreciate everybody now. Thank you.
Guys, give it up one more time for your Pure Stock feature winner of the night, Ed Knoll.
All right, mod lights, you can start rolling, mod lights. Alright drivers, this will be a 20-lap feature event, 20 laps. We'll give you the one to go at the flag stand. This will be your wave lap. We'll give you the one to go this time, drivers.
All right, Valley fans.
Alright drivers, safety lights are out, 20 laps, we'll go green flag racing this time, good luck.
This time by. That's Zach Christopher, Tyler Farrell on the front row, Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty. Green flag flies. Jeff Rafferty, Tyler Farrell, 3 wide. Dylan Rafferty sitting there in 5th, just waiting to pounce, as he's been the class of the field this year. But boy, we've got a race going on. We got them 3 wide, 3 deep, and sell them cheap. Coming out of 2 there. Jeff Rafferty, Tyler Farrell, Justin Rafferty, Dylan Rafferty getting up there in the mix. As we're 2 down, 18 to go, 2 down, 18 to go. Three wide at the flag stand. Dylan Rafferty to second. Tyler Farrell, we got him 3 deep again, coming out of 2. Dylan Rafferty able to get a good run there on the high line, pull up into that second place position. Let's see if Jeff Rafferty can hold him off in that C4 machine. As Dylan Rafferty turns down the hill, not able to get around him that time, but he makes a dive bomb into 1 and 2. White Castles are served, and we got a new leader. Dylan Rafferty to the lead. Jeff Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Tyler Farrell, Michael Rafferty. That is your top 5. Going to get into some lap traffic with Joe Gunn. Dylan Rafferty. Jeff Rafferty able to hold his son off there in that 75 machine. I don't know of a night where I've had so many fathers and sons racing together. This has to be the first. I think I've got 3 sets of them in 3 different classes. As Dylan Rafferty has checked out to a 1.253 lead. But Justin Rafferty able to get up underneath his father, makes a little slide job there, able to take that second place position. Going to see if he can run down his cousin Dylan Rafferty. As you can tell, there's a whole lot of Raffertys going on in this Mod Light division. Really think the family was the first to bring the Mod Light division to the Kansas City metro area. Little down tonight with guys racing in other states. Usually have somewhere between 10 to 15 of these guys normally. Dylan Rafferty, again, is our 4-time IMCA national champion out there in the lead. But Jeff Rafferty did cut into that lead by about 0.3 of a second that time by. As, just Dylan Rafferty. And we got
Yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on.
Dylan Rafferty did not want to see that as Justin Rafferty was starting to pick up some pace as Tyler Farrell has come to a slow roll there out of 2. Something awry on that 34 machine as he pulls her to the infield. This is going to bunch up that field. As you've got Dylan Rafferty.
All right, drivers, lineup is correct. 75 in or out. 75's out, 04 in.
On that car.
41 is in, 3 is out. And then 04 and 80 in, 84 out. All right, drivers, we'll give you 1 to go and come around this time. We'll give you 1 to go.
His command's going to give him 1 to go this time by. Dylan Rafferty.
All right, guys, we'll shut the safety lights off and we'll go green flag race when you come around. 10 down, 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to go.
Dylan Rafferty leads him off to the Rob's Truck and Restart zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Jeff Rafferty battles in the inside there, trying to make that low line work as that cush is getting a little treacherous. Got to be real gentle with that. You'll see these cars get up and hit that cushion, instantly makes them tight. High side getting a little bit treacherous. Middle of the racetrack still got a lot of grip as there's a great race between Justin Rafferty and Michael Rafferty, that 75 and 41 machine. Great battle for that 3rd and 4th place position. Jeff Rafferty able to hold off that son in the 75 machine, but Michael Rafferty gets underneath him. We've got a 2x2 right there at the flag stand. 3 deep and Chellum cheap. As Michael Rafferty works that bottom line, Justin Rafferty just can't get around his dad there. But we're going to go 3 wide this time by as he goes to that high side. Michael Rafferty on the bottom. We've got him, and he gives him a little shove, a little kiss there on the bottom side. Justin Rafferty changing up his line this time by, see if he can get around us. We got a great race for that second, third, fourth place position between the Raffertys as Dylan Rafferty has checked out to a 3.3-point lead this time by. We've got 16 down this time by. 4 to go, 16 down, 4 to go. Michael Rafferty up into that second place position. Dylan Rafferty able to get around Justin Rafferty able to get around his father, Jeff Rafferty. Great race. Oh, we got a challenge for second place right now. That is the race on the racetrack. Michael Rafferty, Justin Rafferty gets a great run. Pulls right to the rear quarter panel. Working that high line, turns down the racetrack. We got a second place. Justin Rafferty to second. Dylan Rafferty. White flag this time by, white flag this time by. Dylan Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Michael Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty. That is your top 4. Nathan Wolf in the 3 machine, that is 5th. The checkered will fly this time by for your 4-time IMCA national champion and tonight's feature winner, Dylan Rafferty. Justin Rafferty 2nd, Michael Rafferty 3rd, Jeff Rafferty 4th, Nathan Wolf. That is your top 5.
All right, drivers, good job, everybody. That's a complete race.
Climbing out of the car, fans. Your feature winner tonight in our Mod Light division, Dylan Rafferty. Dylan don't do nothing but win. I'm not so sure the song Win, 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 You Never Stop. I think somebody wrote that for him. Dylan. Boy, oh boy, you had that thing on a rail tonight, just like you do just about every night, it seems like. But Justin is starting to get faster, my friend. I think you're going to have some challenges here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a fast car, so it'll be fun having some good racing.
Well, it's been something. I mean, you've been on a tear. Actually, all you Raffertys, top 4 were Raffertys. Do you guys share anything, or is it secret when they come into your shop, or compared to going in their shop?
Well, we all used to have a bunch of worn out stuff, but then we built this car, and then Mike finally got the other car back we built. Justin has a brand new one, so those 3 at least are identical. So when we go out there racing, it's just elbows up, and who's stupid enough to drive it the hardest.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, Valley fans, give it up to you one more time. 4-time IMCA national champion, and tonight's A feature winner, Dylan Rafferty.
right, B-mod, you can start rolling, B-mod, start rolling.
All right, Valley fans, going to have a little bit of realignment here. We're trying this redraw. It's new for us. We've not done that before.
All right, so on the redraw, I think there's some confusion. The front row is 51M on the pole with 2X to the outside.
With the glitches we had with our system tonight.
If I get the 2X at the outside front row.
Front row. As Mark Smith.
And then 21 will be inside 81, and then that'll be how it goes for the redraw.
Pull to 1. So that is your going to be your lineup, and we'll get that corrected here. Can we slow him down?
All right, so we'll get 2 to the outside front row. That'll be good. Sorry for the confusion there. We'll get it squared away next time.
All right, looks like we're getting this thing straightened out here. Get Cole to slow down and the field to peak up, and we should be just right about time here to line these cars up. Here we go.
All right, drivers, next time by, we'll go 1 to go. Next time by, we'll go 1 to go. My apologies on the lineup. I set 1 down, and then they did the redraw, so that was my bad. I'll get better next time. So I'll give you the 1 to go this time, drivers. This will be your wave lap.
Give them a big wave, fans, as they drive by. Send off a salute.
All right, drivers, safety lights are out, 25 laps, long race, so work with each other on these opening laps, and we'll go green flag this time. Good luck.
Starting on the pole, high flying Mike Ryan. Outside of him, Cole Hampton, Mark Smith, Austin Charles, Travis Alexander, Jake Richards. That is your top 3 rows. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Good battle between that top 4. Hamilton, Ryan, Charles, Richard, Smith. That is your top 4. As this racetrack getting racier and racier. As we've got 2 down, 23 to go. 2 down, 23 to go. Something awry on that 8 machine of Terry Bruner. Pulled the infield. The 8 of Terry Bruner pulled the infield. We are going to stay green. Good battle between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Austin Charles, high-flying Mike Ryan, Jake Richards. That is your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place position as Hamilton's pulled out to about a 2-second lead. We've got a battle for that 2nd place position. Mike Ryan, Austin Charles, Jake Richards. Jake gets a good run right to the rear bumper of Austin Charles. We've got a battle of brewing here between this 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place positions. As Hamilton right now is kind of on cruise control. Austin Charles tries a different line. Jake Richards able to cross him up And we've got them side by side going in. There's 1 and 2. Jake Richards working that low line, and Jake Richards will take that spot. Austin Charles back on the bottom. 2 by 2 at the flag stand, side by side, working that preferred line of that high line. Jake Richards looking to run down that 51 machine of high-flying Mike Ryan. Austin Charles, Smith, that is your top 5. Can throw a blanket as Hamilton is on cruise control right now. But got some lap traffic in his way as they are battling for position. We've got a race for that second place position. Mike Ryan, Jake Richards. Jake Richards able to make that move. Get around Mike Ryan with a little bit of a slide job as Cole Hamplin battles through some lap traffic here. See if that slows him up enough. Let's Jake Richards get to him as we've got 10 down, 15 to go. 10 down, 15 to go in this USRA B-mod feature. No,
Yellow's on.
81-ish of Jeff Jackson. Cole Hampton did not want to see that as Jake Richards had battled from 4th up to 2nd. What a great race we had between that.
All right, drivers, lineup will be 2X, 7J, 51M, 81, 21, 36, 75.
As Hamilton had pulled out to a 4.3 second lead while those guys were all battling. Ten down, 15 to go. Hamilton did not want to see that. He'd gotten into some lap traffic, making it a little bit harder, but was able to get through it, navigate it quite well as that 3rd, 4th, and 5th, or excuse me, that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position were battling.
All right, drivers, lineup is good. 7J, in or out, 7J.
We're going to wrap.
Is going to take out. 51 is in. 81 is in. 21 out. 36 in. 75 out. 75L in. 13M out. And the other 75 is in, and 81-ish is out.
There. And then we invert the flag that way as we get these guys lined up.
All right, drivers, you're going to get the 1 to go this time. We'll go 1 to go this time.
We'll go 1 to go this time by. And again, we've got 9 laps down, 16 to go. 9 laps down, 16 to go. So we did not score that last lap.
All right, drivers, safety lights are out. We'll go green flag racing this time. 9 laps are complete. 9 down.
Green flag this time by.
There's debris on the backstretch, I don't know where it's at, but there's some debris back there somewhere. The safety light's going to come back on, drivers.
Came back on. We've got some debris on the back.
We got the debris off the back straight now. We'll go 1 to go this time, drivers. Give you 1 to go this time.
Give them 1 to go this time by.
Well, stand by. The safety vehicle's back in 2. They found some more debris, driver. Sorry about that. Safety vehicle in 2. We'll hold the yellow again.
Caution light.
Yellow's going to be on. Yellow's going to be on.
Yeah, we're going to turn the yellow back on. We got that safety equipment there. All right, well, we're going green this time by. Cole Hampton, Jake Richards, high-flying Mike Ryan, Smith, Austin Charles. Ten laps down. Cole Hampton. Jake Richards pulls up the rear bumper there, working another line, working that high side. Right up against the cushion. both of those guys in J2 race cars. Been winning just about everywhere in those cars. 2 weeks ago, Cole Hampton won the A feature here. Coming back to try again. Cole Hampton, Jake Richards, high-flying Mike Ryan, Smith, Charles. That is your top 5. As we've got 14, make that 15 down, 10 to go. 15 down, 10 to go. Going to get into some lap traffic here in just a minute. See how that plays out here as we are clipping these off. That time by Jake Richards cut into that lead by about 0.2 of a second. As his first two are getting ready to have one heck of a battle. As we get into lap traffic, we've got 17 down, 8 to go. 17 down, 8 to go. Can the young man, Cole Hampton, and the wily veteran Jake Richards are going to put on a show here in just a second as Jake Richards has cut that lead down again. Jake Richards to the bottom. Cole Hampton to the top. Showed that nose. Was that too early? As we've got 18 down, 7 to go. Cole Hampton to the bottom. Jake Richards to the top. We're able to pull right back to that rear bumper again of Cole Hamilton. Jake Richards got a lap car of that 81-ish of Jeff Jackson. See if they can get around him clean and see how this thing goes. Hamilton, Richards, 20 down, 5 to go. Hamilton to the bottom of the racetrack. Jake Richards right behind him. Jake goes back up to the top side. Hamilton to the bottom side. Jake Richards get a good run off the bottom there. Going to pull up right to his rear bumper. Jake Richards working that high line as we'll have 2 to go at the flag stand. We've got a new leader, Jake Richards. Jake Richards to the lead, the wily veteran. Oh no! We've got a
Yellow's on.
My, oh my, oh my. Jake Richards, the wily veteran, working that lap traffic to perfection to get around Cole Hamilton. I talked to Cole here at Intermission, told him, I said, I think that the old guy's going to get to you. You better get up on the wheel. He told me, the young man told me he would. And boy, he had led every lap up into that 21st lap. See if that young man can battle back around and get that spot back. As boy, oh boy, did Jake Richards not want to see that as he had gotten out in front. So the 2X will get his spot back as we did not complete that last lap.
All right, we got to go back to the last completed lap. So it's going to be 2X, 7J51, 2X, 7J, 51, 81.
As the 2X will get his spot back. See if the wily veteran can get back around.
So lineup will be good. I'll get the white 75 in front of the red and black one, then it'll be good. I'm sorry. 2X should be up front. Last completed lap, 2X was up. So I need 2X up one spot.
Richards did not want to see that.
L up 2 spots. 75L up 2 spots. You go in front of the lap cars.
Richards had just made that pass, taken that lap when that 75L had spun. We have to have a completed lap. That's the way the rules read. And so we are going to put the 7J behind the 2X And that will be your lineup.
All right, there we go. That was the last completed lap. 7J in or out on the restart.
Just like that.
All right, 7J is going to take outside, 51 in, 81 in, 36 out, 75 in, 81-ish out, 75 in, the other 75.
But I'm going to give it back to you, or not. Caution light is still out. All right, 21 down, 4 to go.
All right, drivers, lights out, lights out. We got 21 down, 25 scheduled. 21 down, 25 scheduled. We'll go green flag this time.
Was a heck of a race. Not going to have lap traffic in the way this time as Cole Hampton takes him off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Jake Richards bobbles there on the high line right. Oh, we get another one around. The 81-ish.
Yellow's on, yellow's on, yellow's on.
Jake Richards is going to really appreciate that as he had got up there.
2X, 7J, 51, 81, 36.
His spot back as we will have to have a complete restart.
All right, 7J, I assume you want the outside since you're there.
4 to go. These guys are trying everything they can to get into that spot.
All right, I got 75 is in, 75J outside, 75L in, 81 out. All right, we're going to shut them off. We're going to go green flag this time. We'll shut the lights off and go green flag this time. We're still at 21 down.
21 down, 4 to go. Cole Hampton going to lead him off into the Rob's Trucking restart zone. Green flag flies, green flag flies. Jake Richards with a little bit better start that time. Mike Ryan with a great run there on the bottom. We've got him 2 wide going down the backstretch with snakes and sparklers going down the backstretch as Jake Richards cools rubs the wall there just a little bit, trying to run down Cole Hampton. 23 down this time by 2 to go. 23 down this time by 2 to go. Is there anything left? Can the young gun hold off the old wily veteran? Did he show it too early? Jake gets a great run through the center, pulls right to his rear bumper as we're going to have a last lap pass here. Jake Richards going to dive bomb in, try to get around that young man. Not going to be able to do it. Cole Hampton, Jake Richards, Mike Ryan, Austin Charles. That is your top 4. What a race.
All right, drivers, that is a complete race.
Well, if you were looking for a nightcap, boy, that was a great one. Pulling into victory lane. Making it 2 in a row here at Valley Speedway. Fans, let him hear it as he climbs out of the car. Cole Hampton, your USRA B-mod feature winner of the night.